Your secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays kids.
Hey guys, it's Zypra here, and this is going to be class 7, which is the Mage. So I'm just going to be covering Mage. I'm just going to be covering Frost for this video. If you want to learn how to play Arcane, then you should go check out Mitch Jones. Because last time I was watching him, he was playing Arcane. And if you want to learn Fire, then I'd go check out Hansel. He's a really good Fire Mage. Anyway, without further ado, I will get into Mage. I will get into Frost Mage, sorry. So, up here, we have Spell Steal. That steals a beneficial magic effect from the target. So, it's like the Dispel Magic with the or from the priest video, and it basically take like a hand of protection, bop, whatever you want to call it, or bubble from a priest. It will take it will take bops. It will take Druid's hots. What else can it take? Something else that's crucial. It can take other mages' ice barriers. Ice barrier is this one here at A. You can steal another mage's ice barrier with it. That's the kind of thing that it can do. Next to that, I've got Conjure Refreshment. It basically just makes you food that you can sit down and eat. Easy as that. You got the Water Elemental, which is shifty. I already have it summoned. I'll just do it again quickly. Water Elemental, there we are. Icy Veins will be part of your burst. It increases your spell casting, and it gives you 20% haste, and it prevents spell pushbacks. A spell pushback is where it gets pushed back slightly on the bar. So if you get attacked by someone, as it's going to the right, if you get attacked, it jumps slightly back to the left, and that's what a pushback is. You got a counter spell there that stops them from casting. I'll quickly cover what this proc is before it goes, and it makes your next Frost Firebolt instant and costs no mana, and it can increase its damage by 85%, because if I quickly use that, it's instant, and then when I go ahead to do that, it casts it. So thought I'd just quickly cover the proc so you guys know what it is. This proc here as well is Fingers of Frost. It means that your next Ice Lance or Deep Freeze acts as if the target is frozen already, and it's really good for your Ice Lance because it increases the damage. The only way to use your Deep Freeze is to have that Fingers of Frost proc. That's the only way you can use that Deep Freeze. So use the Deep Freeze wisely, really. Those icicles that you see firing at that guy there, they are your mastery. You can build up to 5 of those, and then when you use Ice Lance, it releases them to attack the target, dealing extra damage. And it also does something else real quick. It also increases your Water Elemental's Water Bolt and your multi-strike by 27.8%, so you got a bit more multi-strike. Yeah, there we are. You've got 8% multi-strike at the moment. The Frozen Orb is I'd say part of your burst as well, because it will give you loads of Fingers of Frost procs, which I guess I'll show you now. Time Warp, it increases your haste by 30%, but you can't use it in arena. But if you are a raider or dungeons, or that's the kind of thing you'll be into, then just to use your Frozen Orb, your Icy Veins, and then just to attack these, it works just fine. And if you're raiding, obviously you'll pop the Time Warp as well and just do a ton of damage. So that would be what you'd put in your burst macro, but for arena, Time Warp won't actually help you because you can't use it. Okay, back to this. Ice Block makes you take no damage. It's immunity, but you can't attack, you can't move, and you can't use any spells at all. You've just got to sit there, but you take no damage. So it's a really good lifesaver for you. It's on a 5-minute cooldown as well. There's the ice barrier that I sort of talked to you about. That's going to absorb 4k damage for me, but at level 100 it's going to be a bit more than 4k damage. Yeah, I think it increases the damage you can take with your gear as well, I believe. This move here, S, is Blazing Speed. It's a good kiting ability for you just to run away from someone. Really short-lived, but works really well. There's Remove Curse as well, which would take like a hex or something that's cursed like off of your healer or your DPS, which is it's really helpful to be able to remove a hex from your healer, because if the shaman gets the hex, you're going to want to take that off as soon as possible. At shift 4 I've got the invisibility there, and it takes 3 seconds to put you in the invisibility, but once you're there it's like having the invisibility from a rogue. And then just here we got the pet freeze that you can use as an AoE freeze, so you'd use that from your invisibility. You would open up with that, you get 2 fingers. You could probably deep freeze the healer and then go in to do some damage on a DPS, for example. You got Slowfall here as well. I'll show you what the Slowfall does. I'll quickly talk about the pet bar as well while I'm going to go do the Slowfall thing. Control 1 there is the attack, Control 2 is follow, Control 3 is move pet to a location, and then the others were his moves. I'll quickly show you again in a moment. So what happens is you're falling loads, and then you're going to want to... Okay, if I press the right key binding, you're going to not die. I'll quickly go again. Okay, there we go. You just fall down like that. That's pretty much all that move does. Not really that beneficial in arena, but that is possible to do. Shift 5 is going to just make a table which people can pick up their refreshments from, like that, and you get the same thing as that you conjured like for yourself just there. Anyway, yeah, the Control 4 is the freeze, and Control 5 is the pet's water bolt, but it will do that by default. Control 8 is assist, which means the pet will attack the target you're attacking. Control 9, I think I said shift, I meant Control 8 is the assist. Control 9 is the defensive, where your pet will only attack someone that's attacking you. And passive is your pet won't attack until you order it to do so. I suggest leaving it on assist, as it will attack the target you're attacking, but the water elemental's damage isn't that crucial. The main reason you need it is for your freezes. You got F there, and that F is Cold Snap, and what it does is it resets like your frost cooldowns, and it also heals you for 22% of your total health. So you could use it while you're in CC as well. So if you get put in a cyclone, you can use snap to heal if you're low HP, for example. Although I don't think you can snap in cyclone, just to point that out, but that was just an example that I was using. So I'll quickly use the cold snap, and it's going to reset the cooldown on my block and heal me for 22% of my HP, which is 8k. And then I can use the ice block again. That's a really beneficial move. And then we will cover what's on these bars here. So you got the Frostbolt, which is your casting move. These Ice Novas at 2, they replace the Frost Nova. Frost Nova was a bit like your pet freeze there, where you just do that. What the Icy Nova does is it's like an AoE stun, an AoE route, sorry. So you can route 2 people with that, and it has 2 charges. At 4 is your deep freeze, as I said. That was the stun that you've got. You've got polymorph there that you can use on almost anything that's not a dummy. I will go and quickly show you on one of those goats. If that guy's going to stop attacking, go away. And if I just get him to follow me, maybe. Just going to keep attacking. Number 6 there is your blink, and that just pretty much moves you forward, and it also breaks you out of stuns. So for example, if another mage deep froze you, you would get out of it with the blink, because that's what that move does. And it's just the sheep to cover now, really. The sheep or polymorph, whichever you'd prefer to call it. Where did he go? There he is. Right. If I just fly over here to sheep one of them for you, you'll see. There we are. There he is. That's what polymorph does. It will put them into a polymorph in PvP for about 6 seconds, but it will heal them. I'll try and show you really quick. If I don't kill him. Let's just try this guy. And then you can sheep him, and it will give him his HP back like that. Up it goes. The Ice Nova is a really strong move. As you saw there, I hit a lot of damage into this guy. I just used my icicles. There he goes. Bye bye, Mr. Goat. What else can I cover? One thing that I can talk about as well, that's helpful for you guys, is if you don't know what a global cooldown is, it's where your thing is spinning. It's kind of hard to explain, but when I start to cast this Frostbolt, have a look at your moves. I'll have a look at my moves, sorry, and see what happens. You see that bit spin around, making it go from darker to light again? That's a global cooldown. So you've got 1 global cooldown there, 2 global cooldowns there, that's 3, 4, 5, for example. And what you can do is, while you're on a global cooldown, so if I quickly Ice Lance, you'll see that I'll be able to use Cold Snap while I'm you see that I'll be able to use Cold Snap while I'm on the global cooldown, because the Cold Snap doesn't share the global cooldown. So I'll quickly try and show you that quick. So in the global cooldown, I can use that, and then I can block straight after. So while I had the global cooldown going on, I could use my Cold Snap, which gave me the 8k HP, which was the 22% of my HP, and then it healed me. And then I was able to block as soon as the global cooldown had ended, which was pretty much straight after I'd used the Cold Snap, because it all happens pretty quick, and global cooldowns are just that quick thing going there. The Incantus Flow there is a talent that I decided to take here, and what it does is it increases your spell power. Close that. I'll get back into combat and I'll show you what it does. It increases your spell power from 4% all the way up to 20%, and then it goes down again, and it does it automatically. So you're going to combat, it will start at 4%, which is 1 stack. It will go up to 5 stacks, which is then 20%, and then it will start to drop down from 5 or the 20% all the way back down to 1 stack, which is the 4%, and that all just happens passively, so you don't need to worry too much about that. You got the Ring of Frost as well. I think I should probably show you quickly. Where shall I put it? Don't have it on my bars yet. Okay, I'll put Shifty. And what you can do is you can put a ring around there. So what you'd be able to do as a nice setup would be to build up your Fingers of Frost. I'll just quickly do it like this, and then what you'd be able to do is you'd be able to deep the healer. You could either try and sheep the healer, or you could ring him, and then you could sheep or ring after that, depending on which one you did. So there's almost endless CC to what a mage can do if he's sort of left alone. But that's pretty much everything for this video. I think I've covered it all. Yep, that's everything. So if you want to learn about Arcane Mage, then I'd check out Mitch Jones. He's really good at Arcane. And if you want to learn Fire, I'd go check out Hansel. But that's going to cover it for this guide. If you want to learn more about Frost Mage, then I'd go check out Vemruki, because he is a really good Frost Mage, and you'd be able to sort of check him out on his live streams, ask him questions, and he'd be able to help you out with Mage, because he sort of knows all the ins and outs of Mage, as he's played it for, I think he said 10 years, so he'd be the best person to go to for Frost Mage. But that's going to end this video. The next video in the series is going to be Warlock, so I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.